hard is it to remember A equals C and C equals G? Teaching DNA structure, I could just write on the board that adenine pairs with thymine, cytosine pairs with guanine, apple and tree car in the garage, and say that the kids 15 million times and hope they remember it. Or I can walk them through this, or better yet, have them do this by themselves and just provide support. Here, they're coloring it in and noticing for themselves that A and T are always together. They're noticing for themselves that C and G are always together. So instead of me just telling them and telling them to memorize it, they are actively figuring it out. And that actively figuring it out is A, going to help them remember it, but B, we're embedding the skill of analyzing a figure. We're helping them learn how to break down a figure and pull out the parts of it. When they see a figure on a test, they know how to use it to help them answer a question. All I did was write it on the board. I was not making them think themselves. Students have to do the heavy lifting. They're doing the thinking themselves, not me. I am no longer playing their emotional support brain. They have to think. And because they have to think, they're building skills, they're more likely to remember it. The whole class has finished this and the practice that I have that goes along with it. Then we would come back together and write this down so they could put it in their notebooks as a reference. But we don't start here. Start with them figuring it out. If your students aren't used to doing stuff like this on their own, then yeah, I would walk them through it as a class, but there would still be students answering these questions. I would not give them a single answer by myself. Students would be figuring this out as they go, and we'll just be breaking it into pieces and coming back as a whole class to discuss the answers. But everybody will be figuring it out themselves, because that's going to increase their likelihood of remembering it because they're actually using their brains. Let me know if that's helpful. If you can use another example, stay curious, y'all.